Ladder up the top, 250-pound weight limit. It is not recommended to go up there, camp, eat, sleep, cook, party, jump off into rivers, so like that. Just go everything. You have all your system back here. Your lights in the back here are all button lights. So this turns them on and off through there. It is a heated compartment, so you can heat that up there as well. So, okay. That'll close just like that. You have your awning back here. Now this is the Batwing. This is something neat. When you undo it, you will hook it up right here. Okay? And all you do, loosen it up, and it slides off. And then you have your stand, your leg that'll pop down below. Your lighter, lock it up here, and it basically just locks it right there. Now you do have the straps on each one. You do have 10 spikes in there, so you can spike those down as well. Okay, and you have your little arm right there. Just put that up. What you do is this just basically folds in, and then you kind of just roll this up, roll all this up.
It's funny because like online they say you have to be kind of tall to get that to work, and it just looks like the easiest thing while you're doing it.
Yeah, you do.
It's made for a 6'7".
Yes, it is. It's made for me.
It's the one thing in the world they made for somebody.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, one thing in the world that no one else looks.
One thing.
Yes.
That's it.
Fold it up.
Then are you supposed to Velcro that? Is there a good spot for you to Velcro it?
Yeah, you can. I mean, there is Velcro here.
Oh, do you just do it like just zip it
Yeah,
up
I
and
mean,
leave it like
you
that?
can't. So what happens is this will. You can do it here.
I see. But it's okay to just zip it closed.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's okay to zip it closed.
Oh, okay. Well, that's easier.
You can do there, and then there's another one here.
That's fine. You can just do the
Yeah,
one. It's okay.
but then you just kind of zip it up.
Yeah.
Close it in there, and it's.
Yeah, that's not made for 5'4" and a half.
I could touch it though.
Yeah.
Touch it.
And that's all the way to this. I like that. That's kind of neat. That's new on this system. All right, right here, these are basically your water bay. This is where your gray tank dumps. Your gray tank dumps at the bottom. Okay. Now you do have your freshwater tank drain and your hot and cold water line drains. Those are your low point drains. Putting this in storage, not using this, open those all up. Let all your water drain. You guys are in Utah?
No, we're local.
You're here in Phoenix,
Yeah.
okay. You'll probably never winterize this.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Now, a lot of people, what they'll do is if they got in the mountains or in the desert, something like that, and their water tank is getting low, you can use this right here as a basic country fill. Okay. You can put this down into gallon jugs of water, 5-gallon jugs. Turn your water pump on. It'll siphon water into your tank.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
What you will do is this switch right here, you'll turn over to winterize, and it just siphons water into your tank.
Okay.
As well. So, okay. You can do water heater, line drain through there as well.
So what does that one do? I guess
So this one is it's a water heater and line drain. So that'll drain your water heater and your line.
okay, so that drains all the other lines.
Yep.
And then
Yes, sir.
that-
All right. Now this is your freshwater inlet. Okay. That's how you hook up to a campground. That's also how you fill your tank. Fill your tank. Turn the valve. You'll hear that water pump going. It's trying to fill your tank. Otherwise, you're going to leave it on normal the entire time. Gotcha. All right. Leave it on normal while you're driving, dry camping, boondocking, everything. Okay. You do have that water hose inside here, outside there. You also have a gravity fill. You can fill from there too as well. So if you're hooked up to a campground, that there, just turn it over. Right. So, all right. Cable and satellite hookups through there. And you have your light right here, and then your water pump switch. Now you have a water pump switch inside. You have one in your bathroom and one right here. So, okay. They work simultaneously. So if I turn it off here, it goes off inside. This is your black tape. Yes, you have a little latch to unlock this. That pulls in and out. Okay, goes in there. Now on your toilet, you have a little lever. Okay, that lever, when you open your toilet, this slides in there, and there's a catch to open this up all the time. That's completely open. On your toilet, you have that latch to open it up. Okay. Excuse me. If this is open, this locks it in there. It will not come out.
Got it.
Okay.
So that lever inside will keep it from pulling out.
Exactly. What I do recommend is if you are traveling, driving, leave it closed. Okay. That way that smell doesn't come out in the system. Okay. When it's locked, like I said, when it's closed, this will not come out. Locks that system in there. Okay. Come out. This is how you'll dump. You do have a pressure release button right here, so you can hold and dump it. Okay. This does have a little handle, so you can kind of wheel it around. You can always wheel it into Taco Bell, McDonald's, dump it in there. They'll never know.
Sure, they love that.
It's just my luggage. Yeah. So now you do have a key for it. I do recommend locking it up. If you're not at the unit, lock it up. Okay. People have stolen that cartridge. It's about a $500 cartridge. I always tell people, if you know you're not going to be there and you're going to forget to lock it up, make sure the cartridge is full. All right, right here is your batteries. Now you do have a blue light with a button right on top of the battery. That is the power for the battery. You want to make sure that's on. Okay, that can stay on the entire time. Okay, once you go inside, turn your battery switch off. That shuts off anyways. Okay, just make sure if there's something inside that's not working or your battery's not coming on, just come out here and make sure that's on. Okay, if that is blinking, it just means your battery's charging. Okay, not a whole lot. You do have some breakers. You have a 250 outlet right here, or a breaker too as well. So, okay, like I said, not a whole lot you have to do inside this cartridge. This right here is your Truma water heater and heater exhaust. All that comes out of there is hot air. There's nothing you have to do to it. Okay. Down here is basically your water pump, your heating system, all through there. Not a whole lot you have to do in there. It's all basically if you have to do maintenance or something like that. So, okay. You do have the locking system or the latch in the back. Like I said, that'll close just like that. Same with the generator.
And like if we have the AC
home and plug it into a wall outlet. Take an adapter, put it in a wall, and it'll keep your batteries charged as well. You do have your solar panel on top. That solar panel stays on the entire time. It does not turn off. Even if you're not plugged in and your battery disconnect is off, that will still trickle charge your house batteries. Okay, so it stays on the entire time. You can also put an external solar panel out here as well, so a tripod solar panel. Now everybody asks me, says, I do a lot of dry camping, I do a lot of camping at campgrounds. Do I need this? Me personally, it's a waste of money. If you're doing a lot of camping at campgrounds, you still have that. If you're doing a lot of camping out in the boondocks, you can if you want. If you're doing dry camping, it's all up to you. So,
when we're at home and we plug into shore power, do we have to change any setting inside?
No, it automatically changes. It'll automatically change. Now, if you're plugging into like a 15 or 10 amp, you won't be able to use your air conditioner, of course. You won't be able to use your microwave.
Okay. Well. And then what is like home power considered? How many amps is that?
Usually it's usually about between 20 and 10 amps. Okay. Your wall outlet is usually about 15 amp on a regular wall. It's about a 15 amp. Now, a lot of people go home and they'll have a 30 amp installed somewhere in their house. So they use this for like guests when they come over, family or friends. Yeah. They'll have a 30 amp.
That's something you would have to have an outlet.
Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. And it's just like if you look at your home dryer, if your dryer's electric, it's the same outlet.
Yeah,
it's the same. So
when we plug into just a normal outlet, it will recognize, and it's getting somewhere around 15 amps. So like, will that won't like run our AC?
Then? No, sir. Now I think you have lithium. I think remember.
Yeah, we have a lithium.
You have lithium. Now these lithiums here, I take that back. You can run your air conditioner on the lithium batteries. Okay, but you want to be cautious on that because if you're out dry camping and you're going to run that AC. I would run that AC for no more than 15 to 20 minutes. It's going to blow through that battery. So what I tell a lot of people is if you're going to run that AC, turn it on for 15, 20 minutes, make sure everything's sealed inside, and then turn it off. It'll keep it cool in there. Okay, gotcha. And then if the battery starts getting low, turn your generator on to start charging your batteries.
Right. And that generator is running off the diesel.
Right, it's running off your propane tank.
Oh, that runs off.
It runs off your propane tank. Oh, so as long as you have propane, you can run that generator.
Gotcha.
You're not using a whole lot of propane on it. You're using very minimal. Okay. Like on fuel, you're using about 1/3 of a gallon an hour. Propane, you're using probably less than that.
Okay, so if we have the AC running off of the generator, then you're going to be able to run it for a good while.
Oh yeah, you can. Yes,
propane because
yeah.
you're not using that much propane
Right.
to run.
You could, yeah, you can run that AC all day on your generator.
Right.
I always tell people if you're going to run it straight off your batteries, 15, 20 minutes at most, and then shut it down.
But if you're on the generator, you're okay.
Correct. Yeah, you can run all times. Right? Now you have so many hours on there. I can't remember how many hours on there right now. What I do recommend is the first 50 hours you guys run it. From the point an hour it has on there, 50 hours from that point, have it serviced for the first time. And you can break dust, have it service it. You can take it to an Awning dealer and have them service it, or any RV dealer that services the owner. Okay? After that, you're going to go about every year or 250 hours, whichever comes first.
Okay.
Okay?
But first time is 50 hours.
Yes, sir.
Of use.
Yes, sir. Okay. Now you can drive with that generator on. Okay. As you're driving down the road, it gets hot in the back. You can turn that AC on and turn that generator on, at the same time.
And like if we have the AC on and then we turn the generator on, does it automatically start running it off the generator then?
It will switch itself over.
It knows all
Yeah,
that
it'll know
itself?
if there's nothing you have to do to switch anything over. So you'll hear if it's running off your batteries, what I would recommend if you're gonna turn that generator on, go and turn your AC off.
And then turn the generator
And then turn the generator on and then wait about maybe 4 to 5 minutes and then turn the AC on.
That way it'll just start
Exactly.
running.
Yep.
Okay.
Cannot open it unless you open the door. Okay. Once you get in there, diesel fuel is right there. You can close the door, fill up so the fumes can't come in there. And like I said, once it's closed, you can't get into it. Okay. You do have chassis fuses right there. Okay. So those are your engine fuses. Okay. All for the engine chassis. All right. Now your main battery, chassis battery, is underneath right here. Okay. What you will do, take these 2 screws up, pull this up. There's a little metal plate. Pull that plate up.
Okay. And that battery only does what a battery would do in a normal van.
Just
it doesn't
the
have
engine.
anything to do with anything else.
Nothing at all.
Okay.
Nothing at all.
Got it.
Just the engine battery. Okay. Right. Your main hood release latch is right here.
Okay.
All right. Right. Now, let's say you put this in storage for a couple months. Let's say you go overseas. You put this in storage. You're going to turn that main disconnect battery off on the house battery. Okay. Now you're like, okay, well, how do I turn the chassis battery off? So I don't want anything charging off the chassis battery. You can put a trickle charger or you can disconnect. So you see that little black sticker right under the dash? Okay. You pull that panel off and there's a disconnect right inside. Just like this. And that's for the chassis battery. So if you are leaving it for a couple months, I would disconnect that chassis
Or just
battery.
trickle charge.
Or just trickle, yeah, put a trickle charger or something like that as well.
Gotcha.
All right. Have you ever had a diesel engine?
No, I've never had diesel.
Okay. So you do have what you call on here DEF fluid, diesel exhaust fluid.
Okay.
Okay. Now this is about a 5-gallon tank. All you do is pour it right inside there. What it does, it sprays inside the engine, keeps that engine clean, helps the emissions on there so the black smoke doesn't come out.
Oh,
okay. 5-gallon tank. You're going to use 1 gallon of this for every 50 gallons of diesel fuel you use. Okay. So about a half a gallon per tank. Okay. Now you're not going to fill this up every time you fill up your tank because you have a gauge on your dash to tell you how full and empty it is.
Oh, a gauge for that. And then they would sell that at most gas stations
anywhere.
Or whatever.
Walgreens, Walmart, Costco, truck stops, all over the place. Okay.
Gotcha.
Usually it comes in 2.5 or 5-gallon jugs, and all you do is pour it in there. So, all right. If you pour it in there and you overflow it, rinse it off. Just take some water and just rinse it off. If you leave it, it's going to calcify and be like white.
Oh,
okay. So just rinse it off with cold water. Okay, it's not going to hurt you. And if freezing coolant right here, your oil fill is right here. There is no dipstick on this. You check your oil on your dash. It has like a little gauge on there as well. Okay. Right? Brake fluid and washer fluid is right down in here. All right. Now, trickle charger. How do you do the trickle charger? Point right here. Positive goes right there. Negative goes on that brass fitting right on the side.
Okay.
Okay, so that's how you'll put a trickle charger. That's how you help somebody jump as well.
And same if we need to jump, those are
Yes,
the
sir.
hookups,
Yep,
all that
exactly.
good stuff, and
That's
nothing's
what-
different with that process.
Nope.
Okay.
Positive, negative. All right. Secondary hood latch is right on top here. Hood prop is right here. Pull up, latch in there, and go down.
Perfect.
All right. Now, you're not 6'8" like me, but I can reach 12 inches. If you can't, you can step on this one.
Yeah.
So
I don't
you
get called short often,
Yeah,
but he
yeah.
can do it.
I have to say, there's not a whole lot of people I meet taller than you.
Yeah.
This point right here is your toe point. Okay, now that's where you're going to put the O-ring to screw in there to pull up on a flatbed. Okay. Now that O-ring is at the feet of the passenger side. There's a little compartment. You pull it up. There's an O-ring and stuff like that as well. Hopefully, you'll never have to use that.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, it snaps back in there. Your mirrors you can push in. So if you're in a small place, you can push in those as well. And pop out. Not easy, but it does. So, okay. You have a little storage compartment right here. So right in there, and that's right on the seat. Now, right inside here, you'll see a dial. That is your main battery disconnect.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. And when you're not using this, we'll put it in storage.
Okay, that's the only
That's
time.
it. Now you have one right here. You also have one inside the door. Right here. Coach battery. Okay. That's what we can call a short-term disconnect. If you're putting it in storage, you know, if you're leaving it at home for like a week or so, I would turn it off there.
Okay.
If you're putting it in longer than 2 weeks, go ahead and turn it off right there.
Okay.
Okay.
And so say it's at home and we're gonna not doing it for 2 weeks, we should turn that off.
You should, yes, you should.
What's the,
Unless you're plugged in. If you plug it in, you can leave it on.
just plugged into house?
110, yep, 110, 12.
Okay, because
20.
we always plug into house.
Yeah,
when we're home.
you're fine. You can leave them on.
But
It's not gonna
otherwise,
hurt
if we weren't plugged in and we leave that on, does it just drain
you.
that
It trickle
battery
drains the battery.
all the way down? And then
It will slowly trickle drain. Now, your solar panels will kind of even it out, but there's more trickle drain than more
then
charge.
solar
Yeah,
comes in.
so,
Okay.
okay, so
And you said the solar panels are always active and they're always charging that lithium
Yes, sir.
battery no matter what.
no matter what.
It's just that.
And that's like I said, that's all it do, trickle charge your batteries. So it's always, so if it's sitting out in the sun, you can kind of,
Yeah.
you know, you can see
Play
that
the game a little bit.
Exactly,
See
so-
what you got going.
But I always say, if you're leaving it for 2 weeks, go ahead and turn your battery off. Safest thing is just turn your battery
But
off.
otherwise, if we're plugged in, then we
Yeah,
just
you can leave it on.
and we
It's
don't
not.
have
It's
to
not
do
going to hurt
Okay.
anything. Good to know. Okay. Storage right in here as well. Through here, heated through there as well. You do have 110 outlets outside, and then you have a 12 volt and a cable hookup or satellite. Okay. All right. So this is the other side of the compartment through here. Like I said, these lights are button lights. You have 12 volts right here and 110 in there as well. Okay. And through there. All right. Down below, you have your quick connect for an outside propane grill, heater, fireplace. If you do get something like that, make sure it's unregulated. Okay? Because you have a regulator on your propane tank here, you can't double regulate the system.
Yeah, I did buy. I
Yep.
just bought the grill
Yep.
and I bought the cable.
Yes, that's all. That's all you need. So it'll go straight from here to the
Yeah,
grill.
but you wouldn't want a regulator on that. Too, then it
Correct,
wouldn't
correct.
work.
A lot of grills will have a regulator with
Yeah.
the tanks, so you won't need that.
Understood.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, up right above that is, of course, your propane tanks. All right. Now these are tanks you can pull out. You can change with the Rhino tanks. All this. You do have a monitor right here. Okay. Tells you it's full or empty. When it goes empty, it'll go red. Okay. You have a little switch right here. Now, right now, it's going off of this tank here. If I switch it over, it's going to go off of that tank. What I recommend is go on off of one tank at a time. If you put this in the middle, it slowly trickles off of both tanks.
You're done.
Yeah, if you have one tank,
you
if
don't
you're
really
yeah.
know when you're
So
done.
just switch over to one tank.
Okay,
Go off of
that
one
makes
tank
more sense.
and then go off the other tank.
I get that.
So, all right. Now, like I said, all your compartments lock except this one. You can't lock that because of the propane. Okay, it's a safety hazard. All right, right above you is your water heater. This is a tankless water heater. The only tank you have is this little 1 liter bottle right in the back. Okay. Now inside you have a little monitor. You have your heater and your water heater on the system. Okay. On your water heater, you have what you call an eco setting and a comfort setting. Your eco setting is basically an on-demand water heater. You turn your water on, it heats up, and it starts heating that water. On comfort mode, it will heat this 1 liter bottle and keep it heated all the time. So it'll light itself up, heat that bottle, and then shut itself off. Once that water cools down, it'll do it all over again. Okay. Now, once again, when you put this in storage for longer than 2 weeks, you're going to want to empty all the water out of it. In order to empty this, you're going to pull up this little flap and pull this down. This will drain all your water out. Yep.
Okay.
There is a little screen right here. So what that is that is your drain plug. You pull that drain out, it'll drain all that water. Okay. Now, it's also how you'll clean the bottle too as well, a cleaning system. What you can get is you can get what they call eco tabs or Trumo water cleaning tabs. They look like Alka-Seltzer tablets. You'll put it in that screen, put it back in there, go inside, turn on cleaning mode, and it'll clean the whole system out with calcium and stuff like that.
And how often do you use it?
Depending on what, it all depends on how often you use this. I would do it maybe if you use it like every month. I would do it once a year. Okay, and just clean it out.
Okay.
All right. You have a little power switch right here. No reason to turn that off.
Okay.
Leave it on all the time. Okay.
And on is both up and down?
Yes, sir.
And off
Doesn't
is in
matter,
the
up
middle?
or down. Yep.
Okay.
Off is enough. So when you turn your main battery off, this goes off as well. Okay. So no big deal on that. So all right, that'll pop up and latch it just like that. Okay. You have your porch light, and then you have your awning light. The nice thing about this, once you close this awning, those lights are still on. You can have those as your night light or porch light. Okay. And I believe
The
wind
thing.
sensor. Yep. So now with that, you can put this halfway out, quarter way out, all it doesn't matter. Okay, it's still going to be wind censored. You do have a carefree box right here that you can Bluetooth this to your phone. So you can adjust that wind sensor. You can put it in and out with your phone as well. Okay. And like I said, once it goes in, you can still have those lights on for night light or porch light. Main system right here. Battery disconnect is right here. Okay. On and off. This is your step lock. Okay. Now right now it's off. If I close that screen door, those steps are going to stay out the entire time. You can't. If you have this off and you turn your engine on, those steps go in automatically.
Okay, so
Okay.
it's
So you can leave. It's idiot-proof. You can leave it off the entire time.
Okay.
Now, when you get to campground and you have it off and you turn your engine off, it will not open until you open the door.
Right. Okay.
Once you open that door, it stays out of the system. This is your porch light.
Okay.
This is your inside lights, and then this is your accent lights. Now, you do have your awning lights right here. You do have a switch right here for your awning in and out.
Okay.
Okay. With this, you do have to have your accessories on, not your engine. Your accessories on, so you hit the button once, your lights come on, that'll put your awning in and out. Okay. Right now, it will go out. Maybe your accessories are on. No, maybe not. So it will go out. So we had tech board and say, yeah, accessories on. So,
Okay.
but just turn your accessories on once and they'll go in and out.
Okay.
All right. 110 outlet. This is a GFI reset. So you have the reset switches right there as well. Okay. So, all right. All right. Now down below here is your main breakers. All your main breakers, your main air conditioner, all your AC and stuff like that as well. Okay. So if you have an issue, the first thing I would check is check these breakers right here. So, all right. And that just sometimes I can get it, sometimes I can't. Pops right back in there, just like that. All right. Like I said, I can stand up here almost. There I cannot. So, all right, you guys have your fridge right here. Now, your main power button is right here. This turns your fridge on and off. This is your fridge temperature right here. All you do is hold it until it starts blinking, and then you turn the lights blue. This is your freezer temperature right here. So you can do your freezer, high, low, or auto on there as well. Okay. You do have a night mode on there. Now that night mode, what that night mode does, let's say you're dry camping somewhere. Okay. You don't want this fridge to eat all your battery power. So you turn on night. What it does, it shuts this fridge off. It'll keep it cool until that fridge starts to get warm. It's going to turn itself back on. Okay. And it just kind of keeps that temperature in there. So, okay. Pull it open. You have your freezer in there, nice and cold already.
And then what is that? What's that running on?
120. This is running off your battery or electricity. It automatically switches.
Okay, so we never have to
It's
tell it
not,
what
nope.
to do.
It just does it all itself.
Okay.
The only thing you have to do is either turn it on or do your temperature on there. Okay. So, okay. All right, right above, this is your solar panel. This is your control. There is nothing you have to do on this either. It's all does itself. It's all a monitor panel. So you have 3 lights on here. Right now you have a red light. Let you know those solar panels are powered on. You have your green light right here letting you know your battery level. Now, right now your battery is full, 13.7 FUL. These 4 little gray lights or black lights right on top. If your solar panels were charging, those lights would be fluctuating back and forth. Okay, turn on and off. If your solar panels are charging, there'd be a little blue light right above this lightning bolt. Then you know, hey, your solar panels are charging. Once it's fully charged, that light goes off, that's a full, and these lights will stay on.
And when we're saying it's full, are we saying the battery's full?
The house battery is full.
Okay.
It's fully charged.
Yeah.
Okay. You'll see it if it starts to go down. You'll see it where it goes down like 13, 13.1. This blue light will go on, and these lights will go back and forth.
So 13.7 is just like
13.7,
full charge.
13.8 is fully charged because I have your lights on. Remember that.
Right, and
So-
it says full on
Mhm.
there. 'Cause I just never understood like what that number.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
what number.
Usually,
is full?
now if I turn all your lights, it might go up to 13.9,
Okay,
14, 13.9. Usually
But that's
13.8.
where it's
Yeah,
gonna top.
that's where it's going
And
to top off.
what does that number represent? It's
How many volts are on your battery right now? So you have a 14 volt battery. So that's going to represent how many volts are on that battery.
okay.
So when you have your lights on, if you're out somewhere and you have your lights
Yeah,
on and you see,
start
it's going
seeing
to start dropping. You can see it drop.
Okay.
So, okay. This right here is your monitor panel. So this is your air conditioner right here. It's your air conditioner. Now this is only your air conditioner. So you have AC and off mode. You have your temperature right here. You can do your fan, high, low, or auto. Pop it into high. There you go. Or
So
you can,
that's AC control.
Yes, sir,
only.
this
We
is
can turn
all-
on them with separate control for the heat.
yes, sir, separate controller for the heater. Okay. This is your generator right here. Okay. Now, your power control system on this. This is telling you what's being plugged in. So like I said, right now you have 14 amps coming out. Okay. So go through here. It'll tell you what's powered. Your AC compressor, your AC fan, your cooktop, and your microwave are all being powered. Okay. Even though your cooktop's not plugged in, that's going to say, I can plug it into outlet. It's going to Yep,
Nothing's
exactly.
being shed.
Yep.
Right now. That's
Exactly. So, okay. Go
And
back.
like, even if we're not plugged in, all that, we look at that. Will some of them say what's shedded and what's
Yeah,
not?
it'll shed. It'll shed power between your microwave and your
Tell
AC. Yep,
what we're
exactly.
allowed to use and what we're not allowed to use.
Yeah, exactly. It usually sheds. Batteries. So this is your house battery and your chassis battery. This will tell you your engine and your house battery. All right.
But even though the chassis battery has nothing to do still with anything back here, that's just still telling
Yep,
us
exactly. How many
much
volts are on it? Yep,
is-
exactly.
And is that the same, like what's full on that one side?
Same as that. Usually about 13, 12, 4, 13
Okay.
on there as well. Fresh tank, 80% fresh tank, 0% gray tank. Okay, that's just telling you a level on your fresh tank, gray tank. Okay, this is your generator. Now, right now you have 0.5 hours. So when it reaches about 51 hours, go ahead and have it serviced for the first time. Okay, in order to start this generator, you're going to hit stop for about 3 to 5 seconds, and then you hit start. Yeah, you will hear it. There you go.
Oh, there it goes.
Okay, now we're plugged in. AC shuts off. Okay. What happens is if you're plugged in and you start that generator, everything transfers over to your generator. Okay. So this will come back on. Your microwave will come back in on about 30 to 45 seconds.
Oh, so
okay?
they'll automatically.
It'll
come back on.
automatically transfer. Okay. You'll hear your microwave beep.
Yeah. That generator's not very loud.
It's not.
That's nice.
LPs, propanes are not very loud at all.
Yeah, you could
So
sleep with that on. I mean,
We'll
it's
see.
kind of white noise.
yeah.
That's-
Come on here.
I mean, you hear it when it's.
But what I recommend, if you are plugged in, I wouldn't.
Yeah, no
don't
need to
bother.
run the generator
don't bother.
plugged in.
But if you do, whether you're driving or before you plug in or before you get someplace, go ahead and turn your AC off
Yeah.
before you plug
Before
in
you
anything.
do that.
So,
But you said like, if we're driving and somebody's sitting back here and it's
Mhm.
hot, then we can't turn.
Yes,
the
you can
generator
turn it on,
while
yep.
we're driving.
Yes, sir, you
have
can.
AC back here.
Yep, you sure can. So, okay.
And that's the only way we could have AC back here if we're driving because the battery will not.
Now you
run.
can turn the AC on without the generator because I believe your engine and your battery is charging your house battery at the same time. So you can. Okay. I can't remember if these do it or not, but
Okay, so
sometimes-
that battery has enough juice to turn
yeah,
on. the
when you're
AC
when
and
you're
run
driving
it.
when you're driving
we're
down the
good.
road.
Okay,
yes.
so we may or may not need
Yeah,
a generator.
It's all hard. I mean, it's
But if it won't run it, then we just turn
just
the
turn the generator on. That my best thing is just turn the generator on.
Okay.
Okay. In order to turn it off, just turn it off. Let's go back here. Water system here. So your gray and fresh tank through there. Okay. There it is.
Okay.
So it transfers back over to electricity.
Gotcha.
Okay. Now, all this is just a monitor. Like I said, turn your generator on, check your monitors, all that. This right here is your inverter. Okay. That inverts power from 120 or from 200 amp to or 220 all the way over the system as well. So, okay. With this, you have 3 lights: 1 green, 2 green, and a red. Now, the first green light lets you know you are plugged in. So we're plugged into power. It's going through your inverter, keeping your battery charged. And then it's going through your system. Okay? When you switch over to battery, this second light comes on. So it's going straight from your battery through your inverter to your system. Okay? If there's a fault on this red light will come up right here. Right in the middle here, you have a little triangle with a number in it. That'll give you your fault code. Okay?
So
now,
if we're not plugged in
Mhm.
and we don't have the generator on, then you're saying that's where we'd be on the second scenario
yes,
where
you have the second light.
battery would be running
Even
whatever it's
if you have
capable
your
of.
generator on, because all your power is coming off your batteries.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Gotcha.
Even if you have your generator on, this doesn't switch over on batteries, it just switches over electric battery.
Gotcha.
But if you're out dry camping and you don't have your generator on, and you're not physically in here, you're not using the outlets, you're out hiking, camping, or biking or something like that, you're going to turn it off with this little button right here. Okay? That's going to disconnect the inverter from the battery.
So it's just not.
So it's not drawing. Exactly. So if you leave this on, so what happens is when you turn this off, this whole screen just basically shuts off. Okay? It disconnects the battery from the inverter. When you come back, all you do is turn it on.
And is that different than if we did battery?
That's different from that.
down here?
All this is doing is disconnecting the inverter from the battery. That there is disconnecting the whole coach from the battery. So that's shutting the battery off.
And then just a question, like if we were out, but like if we had our dogs and they were going to stay in the camper, like what's the best, safest way to make sure that we stay air conditioned in the camper?
You can leave the generator running.
Just leave the generator running. While
Like I said, you're not using a whole lot of amperage. So if you're traveling across the country and you have to go to a grocery store and you have dogs in here, you can turn the generator on and lock everything and just leave the generator on.
and that way the AC is
Yep,
running.
because your battery's still charged off the batteries, or off the generator.
So as long as we have propane, we can.
Yeah,
do
as
that
long as you have a full tank of
indefinitely.
propane, you can leave that generator on.
Okay.
It's not going to hurt
AC
you.
will run.
Yep.
All that stuff.
Exactly. Kitchen area here, induction stove. You ever use induction stove top?
Yeah, we have.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you're all good on that. That'll store right in here if you want. And then in this bottom one, you have a cover to go right on top of here. So you can put that on here and use counter space as well. So this, so you have that drawer open, and you can do that, put that right here,
Oh,
or
so
use
it's
this
more like counter space.
a little bit more
That's
counter
interesting. There's a guy giving a tour of the thing. I've seen that thing. One person thought it was to go underneath that to protect the countertop, and another person had no idea what it was for. And now
Yep,
we know.
there you
the
go,
answer.
there you go.
Mystery solved.
So you do have storage in here. You do have a water filter in here. Okay, that's going to filter city water and your fresh tank. Okay. Now, if you're doing a lot of camping at the old KOA campgrounds around the country, I would recommend an external water filter.
Oh,
Okay,
How come?
just get one, hook it up.
let me get this for you, Princess.
All right, thanks.
What I would recommend is there's 3 items that you want to hook up on the outside if you're camping at campgrounds. An external surge protector,
Got that?
okay, an external water pressure regulator, and then an external water filter.
Okay, don't have
Okay,
that.
yeah.
We need a filter.
So you're going to hook that pressure regulator and then the water filter and then your hose. Okay. So that way you have a double filtration system.
Yeah.
Everybody asks, can we drink the water if it goes through that filter? You can, but
Yeah, but
it's
never know what
yeah,
you're getting.
exactly. That's why I always recommend the second. Yeah. As well. Okay.
So you get the second, and then you can drink it, and you're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
You can put 2 on there outside. Going.
Yeah.
All right, your microwave. Microwave is a convection oven and microwave. Okay. You do have a heating element inside
So
here.
that means it operates as like a little small oven.
And it operates as a grill, as a roaster, as an air fryer, a microwave. You can use a microwave and oven at the same time. You can use one or the other. Okay? It is a default microwave. Microwave first. You do have your buttons right on top here. Convection, grill, microwave, and grill. So you can use that. So just remember, you put a time in there, it's microwave, and let you hit the buttons.
Unless you tell it.
Take this out if you microwave, please.
Oh,
Okay?
That's the metal.
That's metal.
gotcha.
So, okay. You do have storage in here. These shelves are adjustable, so you can take them out, use them if you want. A little bit of storage up here. This is where I store my stuff when I come visit you guys. I'm the only one who can see you.
Oh, yeah.
That's the key stash. That's
So-
where we keep our
Make
stuff.
sure
There you
you
go.
get him so you know, like,
Yeah.
it's 6'8", you can stand.
Well,
6'8".
I mean, he
6'8".
looks like a giant from my perspective.
But-
Okay, let me
No,
get
if
it-
you don't
let
mind me
me
asking,
get it
how tall are
level.
you? How tall are you?
5'4" and a half.
And a half.
My wife is 5'3".
Oh.
So she's now you do have storage in there, in both of those areas, and then you have your storage right there. That is going to be your window covering, right there.
Oh,
So
in
it's going
that
to be
side.
snaps inside there.
Gotcha.
Okay.
You did a nice exits to the side, like
Yes.
what do you call
You
it?
have
Flight
storage on
attendant.
the side, storage in the
Yeah.
back, your exit
That's
doors
right.
in. Yeah. So I've been doing this for 7 years.
Is there also there's a window cover, like windshield cover?
Right there.
Is that, and then that thing's the thing that
Yep,
snaps
that's
and, like,
basically your
Oh,
night. So
separates
okay.
this,
that'll snap on right around here.
right, and that separates the
Yes, sir.
front from
Yes,
the-
sir.
But then there's also a windshield
Yes,
thing.
sir.
And are there ones for the
Yes,
windows?
You have ones for the side too as well. Yes, you have ones for the side too as well. So your
Okay.
side ones are right here.
Gotcha. All right.
All right. You do have your TV and your sound bar. Your TV is going to pick up all local channels.
Oh,
Anywhere you go, you will reprogram that TV. Okay, so if you go out of state, go somewhere else, reprogram it. Go to menu, channel search, and
and
reprogram
it'll
it.
find the local
It'll find all
settings.
local channels. You have a regular HD antenna on top.
Oh,
Okay, your sound bar is Bluetooth compatible, so you can hook it to your phone, play music off your phone, listen to tapes, stuff like that as well. Your TV is a smart TV,
cool.
so if you have Wi-Fi, you can put Netflix, Hulu, Prime on there, stuff like that as well.
Gotcha.
So, all right. Now you do have a remote right here for your fan. All right. That's an external fan. That does have. Oh, I'm sorry. Does that have a cover on it? No, it does not.
We bought a cover. And
That does have a cover on it. So that has a
Oh,
cover on it.
up there. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then we got one of the inside ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with this, you can drive with that open.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That's going to help suck out the hot air.
Yeah, this
Drive.
is only an out fan,
Yes, sir,
not
only
an
an
in
out.
fan.
You do have an auto mode on this. Okay. If I hit the auto mode, you'll see that little green light come on. Okay. Now on this, you have your inside temp or your temperature you set it at, and your inside temperature. If I take this and you see that temperature rise, I can set this to whatever I want. If I set this down, so if I go above 74 degrees,
Oh,
so
will it
it'll
automatically close that
it'll
down?
keep it open.
Oh,
So yep, it opens. So if it's hot, if you have it hotter in here, or it's hotter in here than what you have it set at,
yeah.
it's going to automatically open up.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
You have your fan speed right here. So you can go 10, 20, 40 on there as well. Okay. You can have just the lid open. You don't have to have the fan on.
Okay.
So if I do just the lid, like the fan cloth, I can have just the lid open, the fan's not. So it's like your air so, makes it nice.
All right.
All right. Of course, your table right here, that flips out and then it flips down as well.
What's this other remote?
This is your sound bar. This
Oh,
is your TV.
soundbar.
Yep,
Okay,
soundbar
gotcha.
TV. So this will flip up, and then you have a little pull out. There's a little.
To make it so it
Yeah,
stays
oh.
that long.
No, where's it at? Right there. So that pulls out. Then you have extension. Okay, so this will pull up, pull that in. Now this comes off. This comes off the wall, so you'll flip up and then pull it down. So you can kind of lay on it if you want.
Yeah.
The system. So
Yeah, because you can make like another like seating.
you can. You sure
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, that's what those little
Yeah.
bars are for.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, your bathroom. I think this is the best, neatest thing they've ever done. So on your bathroom, you have your main toilet. So, all right, on your toilet, you have a little gray lever right here. Now, if you look down in your toilet, it is closed. Okay, that's closed right there. Okay. Now, if I were to open this, now your toilet is open. It allows you to use that cartridge. That cartridge locks itself in there if that's open.
Right.
Okay. Like I said, what I recommend, leaving it closed while you're driving. There's a blue button back here that is your flush button. You're going to hold it to flush the system. Okay. There's also, here, I'll let you get in there. There's also a green bubble level inside there. Right there.
That tells you when they close.
That's when it does, yep, exactly. That'll start going red when it's your shower. There's your shower. You do have a lock in here, like a little plastic lock that'll lock this door open. Okay, so there's your shower. But you can, put like little bottles right here and do that. But you won't have any room. So when this door recloses again, you reclose this door, there's really no room. But and you do have a water pump switch right here as well. Same as outside. Turn it off, it turns on inside. Okay. Of course, your shower door there as well. All right. All right. So your air conditioner. This is your filter right here. All this does, pull out, you rinse it out. You don't need to change it.
Oh, okay.
Just rinse it out with cold water. Now, right here is an air vent. Right now, you're getting all your air through your air duct system. Okay. If you guys are sleeping and it's getting hot, open that up. That's going to have all your air coming straight down and recirculate through here. Okay.
So that kind of closes off all the air vents.
You still have a little bit of air coming through there. Most of your air is coming straight down.
Okay.
So, all right. All right. You have storage in here. All right. In here, in behind that little panel right there. Look. Down here. Right there's your water pump. Okay. Your water pump is what runs your system. Okay. You can use your water pump the entire time you're driving, dry camping, boondocking, everything. Turn it off when you're on city water. You will not need it.
When you're on city.
Exactly. You will not need it. Okay. All right. But it's easy to change. That's where it's at. It's easy access. You have storage over here. Your table is right there. Okay. And I believe
Table.
Your table's to your left. It's still after this.
Oh, that's
yeah, right there.
And
right
that.
there. That's a, yeah. Now you have a
That's
lagoon
your
table.
little lounge table, if
You have a
will.
lagoon table, and then you have the table stand itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, air vents through here, day and night shades. This is your emergency window here.
Okay.
Okay. You can leave this open because you do have a day shade on there. Okay. So you can leave this window open. You can leave this window open. You have day and night shades on there. Okay. In order to disconnect the night shade, just like that. Okay. Now you do have a small sewage hose. If you have sewage hose in your other one, take them out. Use it. Okay. This has a connection to go on the end fitting on here. Does not have a connection to the outlet outside.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just a small hose that the manufacturer sends with them. So if you have a hose that you use all the time, go ahead and take it and use it.
Does that go on our cassette?
No, this is for your gray tank.
Oh,
Now,
we have one that's coming
yeah.
with us. We're dropping off.
Remember, your gray tank is only basically fresh, clean water. Here in Arizona, you can dump that gray tank right down the sewer system, right down the street, gutter, all that.
Huh,
Okay.
yeah.
Your black tank, if you had a gray and black tank, that's what you use the hose for. This one, if you're at a campground, they tell you to use it. Okay. If you're out dry camping somewhere and you use it, just pull and dump it right on the ground.
Yeah.
It's not going to hurt anything because it's fresh, clean water. So, okay. Regular smoke alarm here, regular smoke alarm there. Okay. Now, down below, right on the kitchen there, you have a black box with a green light.
Black
That is
box.
your-
Green light. Oh, this
Yep,
thing.
right there. That is your propane and your carbon monoxide alarm. Okay. Your smoke alarms have 9-volt batteries. That does not. That is hardwired into that battery.
And you just mute it by hitting that little test mute button.
Yep. Now what happens is
you mute it when
you don't actually don't mute it. What happens is
I don't feel so good.
if you are if that goes off, you either have a low battery or there's propane leak here somewhere. Okay? There's two different chirps on it. One long chirp is like the battery, one short chirp is the propane. Okay? Like I said, that's hardwired into the batteries. If you don't turn your battery off, that's going to drain your battery. Not very fast, but slow. Okay? Yes, sir. Regular 9-volt batteries. Okay? You have reading lights right here. Hit it once for blue, hold it or twice for white. Okay. You do have a little hole outlet in here, so you can take this off and turn it. Yeah. So you can put some up here, outlets up here. You have storage up in here as well. So, okay. So, all right. You do have your fans here. which are kind of neat. I kind of like these. You have a drawer here and a drawer here. Drawer or light right there. And all your other switches here. This is your bathroom light. Or I'm sorry, your step light. And then this is your bathroom light right here. This panel is your water heater and your heater. Okay? This is your Truma system. Now, in order to turn this on, you're going to push that button. You'll see these icons right here. This first icon is your furnace, it's your heater. In order to turn that on, well, so you have the blinking light. So if you turn this dial, you'll go to the different icons. Okay? That just tells you what you're on. In order to turn your furnace on, you're going to push that button, turn the dial for your temperature. Once you turn that on, you'll see a little flame right here letting you know, hey, your furnace is on. You set this to whatever temperature you want. Let's say you want it 65. You're going to push that button to save it. Okay? Now, in order to do your heater fan, you're going to go to your fan right here. You have auto and night mode. Auto, heated up the temperature, shuts off. When it gets colder or hotter or colder than that, it'll turn itself back on. Night mode is basically heats it and turns it on and keeps it at that temperature all the time. It might slow down the fan, but it'll keep it at that temperature. All right? Hit it to save it. All right? In order to turn it off, same thing. Hit it, turn it off, hit it again. All right? Now, this runs off of propane only. It's not running. Some of them run off electricity and propane. This runs off propane. Turn the dial.
So no propane, no heat.
No propane, no heat. Exactly. Second one is your water heater. Okay? Same thing. Turn until it blinks. Turn that on. You have EKKO and Comfort. EKKO, like I said, heats up when you turn your water on, keeps it heated until your water on, turn off, water stops. Comfort keeps that 1 liter bottle on all the time, keeps it hot.
And the idea is that, like, if you turn it on, it can replenish by the time you
Yes, sir.
the heater.
Yep. Yep, exactly. All right. Now, let's say you hit on Comfort. So when you turn your water heater on, as soon as you turn it on, this will start blinking, which means it's just heating your water. So I turn on the Comfort, hit it, and you can set this up to 120 degrees. So if you set it at 120 degrees and you just turned it on, this is going to start blinking. Once it turns solid, it's at 120 degrees, or whatever your temperature's at. So you can leave it on the entire time you're driving down the road. Okay? Now you also have a timer mode on here, so you can have that heater and water heater turn on at a certain time, and then turn off at a certain time. Okay? Yep, exactly. You have your time, that sets your time, and then your setting mode. Offset, Aqua Go. This is your cleaning system. You get that, you have calcify, clean, or hard clean. You can decalcify that bottle, you can clean the whole system, or you can do a hard clean, which cleans everything. Decalcifies, cleans the bottle, cleans all the lines, everything in that hot water. You have temperature, Fahrenheit or Celsius, the brightness on your screen. You have 12 or 24-hour clock, and your language. You guys know French? And then you have the index and then reset. Now, if you get an error on this, there's a little triangle right in the middle. That'll give you like an E1 or E2. Look up the code. What I recommend is go ahead and reset the system. That'll reset that error code. All right. Usually it's either lack of propane, no propane, or it just didn't light, something like that. So, okay. In order to turn everything off, hit that, go there, go to off. That turns everything off on top. The only thing you see is your time.
What's that?
PM, 4 p.m.
Oh.
Okay. So, okay. All these is your temperature monitors. That's just telling you what temperature is inside. So, on your sink. Now, right now I do have your water pump on. That's nice. It is a big sink. So, you have hot water coming out of it. Give it about 10 seconds. Now you have hot water coming out of it. Okay, so it's on. Now, if I were to reach in here and turn your water pump off, you'd have no water.
Right.
Okay. You can leave that on the entire time. It has water. Once you turn that off, it stops the water pump. The water pump is still on.
It's still on. It's
exactly,
on demand.
Exactly. So. There you go. So on your door is your seat adjust right here. Forward, back, up, and down. You can have these seats memorized, seat positions. You can do 1 driver, 2 driver. Now, your seats do spin around. What I recommend is number 3, turn your seats around, hit number 3, it'll adjust when it's turned around.
That's a good idea.
Okay? You have heated seats, door locks right here. Okay? These are your mirrors, passenger and driver side, and then your windows right here. Okay? These are your lights, auto lights, lights on. Okay? Fog lights right here. So if we do this, orange or green is your front fog lights.
Okay.
Now, with it on, you'll see the orange fog light. Okay, that is one rear fog light on the driver's side.
Oh.
So you can have both of them on, you can have one or the other on. Once you turn on auto, just the fronts come on. All right. So yeah, you found that.
Got it.
Tilt and telescope. This is your turn signals, right here. And then your wipers through here.
Okay.
All right. Now, this is your washer fluid right here. This is not a traditional spray system.
Okay.
This will come out the bars themselves. So you'll see lines of water, which
Got
makes a whole lot more coverage.
Okay.
All right? Gear shift is right here. On this, reverse, drive, little tap for neutral. This button right here puts you in park all the time.
Gotcha.
Okay? You can manually shift this if you wanted to. You put it down and drive, hit minus, it'll go to first gear. Then you go second, third, fourth, down all over the system. Okay? So go ahead and put your foot on the brake and start it up. Just hit the button once. That's all you got to do. All right? So keep your foot on the brake. And like I said, drive first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, back down to 7th, 8th, and down. All right? That'll put you in park all the time. All right? So that's how you shift it. Okay. You do have auto brights on here. Okay? Auto off of the system. Okay? All right. Now, this is all you can main control. This control this system here. Put your home button. There's your main home screen right there. Middle button here, all you're doing is swiping over it. Okay? You have your icons right on top. Your first icon is your service button. Push that middle button to go to your different settings. Any kind of fault message will pop up. Oil, engine, something like that. Okay? This is your DEF fluid. Now, right now, it's full. Okay? See that little red line? I would not let it get below that red line. Okay. I would always keep this in half a tank.
And you said that's a 5-gallon.
It's about a 5-gallon tank. Yep.
Okay.
Now you do have a permanent bar right here, so it's going to stay on all the time. These lights will go out once it starts empty. Okay, and they just disappear. I'll show you what I mean by permanent. Okay. This is your Assist Plus, so you're doing 18,500 miles, oil change, stuff like that. Okay. This is your engine oil. That's how you measure your engine oil. This is your particle filter, same as your catalytic converter. Basically cleans itself out as you go. Right. Your next one is your drive assist. You have lane assist, attention assist. I think you have speed assist on this, and I don't think you have lane assist. You might have lane assist, but you don't have blind spots. Okay. That is all deactivated until you start driving. Okay. Yep. There. You have your trip monitor. So on your trip monitor, top is your actual miles. Thanks, Jonathan. Appreciate it. That's your trip miles. Bottom is your actual miles. In order to reset that, you're going to push this button down and reset it. Okay? You go down. This measures your consumption on your battery when you're driving, on your chassis battery. It also will give you how many gallons per hour you're using on your gas. Okay? It also measures the mileage when you're accelerating, you're constant, and you're coasting down the hill. It'll tell you how far you've gone. Trip monitors, 1 and 2. Same thing on this. Push it down to reset everything. Just like that. Then you have a digital speedometer as well. Okay? Now, your navigation. This is only a compass. Your main map is on that screen right there. Okay. Once you put your saved addresses in there, you can pull them up on here. Previous destinations, global favorites, all through the system. Okay. Go back. Casey's General Store. They always have this. This Winnebago's made in Iowa, so they always have Casey's on here. So, okay. Your next one is your radio. You can change your radio station. You can change your AM, FM series on there as well. Okay. Next is your media. Once your phone is hooked up, you can play music off your phone, tapes, and all that stuff up here as well. And then your phone, once you have your phone in there, get your contacts in. Once you have your contacts in there, it'll have show up on here, so you can dial from there.
Telephony.
I'm sorry?
It says telephony.
Does it say telephony?
It does.
Telephony.
That's funny.
All right, so your settings.
Maybe that's iRegion.
Maybe.
There you go. There you go.
But
So,
maybe it's
it's Midwestern talk. So, all right. So on this, you have two settings: vehicle and display and operation. Your vehicle setting is a rain sensor on your wipers.
Okay.
Starts to rain or snow or sleet, those wipers will come on for you. Bottom is display and operation. Now, see how that says permanent? That bar is always on. Once you get used to this, you kind of measure how much you do it. You can take that off, and it pops up on reserve only.
Gotcha.
That blue box pops up when it needs filled. I'm going to leave it on permanent for you for a while. All right? That's your cruise control right there.
Okay.
Turn on and off. This is your settings. Have you ever used active brake assist?
I mean, yeah, where it break if you get close to the car in front of you. Yeah.
So if you're cruising down the road, it's going to adjust yourself.
Yeah.
You can adjust the distance from here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. This is your main computer right there.
Okay.
Same different things. Back home button, your phone, your volume on your radio, and your voice control and your stored favorites. Okay. So your seats do spin. Lever right here. Okay. What you will do is you will pull this up. So what I would do is pull this up, and so this doesn't hit.
Right.
Okay. And then you pull this lever and turn your seats. Okay. That's all you do. This is a little leg extension right here. You have a lumbar on the side, outside. Okay. Your armrests will go down, and then you can adjust those armrests. Okay. Now on your seat, when you are parked, let's say you go to a rest stop and you pull your emergency brake and you want to turn around. How do you turn around with that emergency brake assist or pulled on?
I don't know.
Push it down.
Oh,
Your emergency brake is still engaged. Allows you to turn that seat.
just the seat.
Just the seat. Yep. And then pull it up. Just engage your system. Okay. Basic AC stuff. Fan speed, temperature, hazard lights are right here in the middle. Okay. Now your main system here. Phone. Did you guys want to connect your phones?
Sure.
Okay. So go ahead and go to your settings and Bluetooth. Okay. Connect new device. You're going to look for MB. Go ahead and hit that. Scott15. Make sure that code is correct. Pair. Contacts. Very good. There you go. You're all set. Okay. After about 15 seconds, it'll contact.
Oh, you have a low
Do
battery.
you have is that wireless charging?
It is. Yeah.
Put it right here in the middle. So turn it.
Oh,
Yep. There you go. And right there. Let's see if it'll start charging. There you go. Wireless charge. We'll leave it there for a while. So it'll download all your contacts, and then you can pull them up on there.
Okay.
So okay, there you go. So and you can also do it with this too as well.
Sure.
So, okay. All right. So on this, you have your navigation. Now your navigation has 3 different screens on here. Right now it's a north screen, so it's always pointing north. You have a 3D screen. You got the skyline in the back there, and then you got a 2D straight down. Put your address in there. All your systems, you can save it as your favorites and all that as well. So, all right. Radio, Sirius AM FM. You have 3 months of free Sirius on there. And then your media. Once your phone is hooked up, you can play music off your phone. You can also plug it in. Okay?
Yeah, and is there like Apple CarPlay?
There sure is. Yep.
Okay.
With that, though, let me go for the information real quick. Information is going to have your horsepower and torque while you're driving, battery voltage, and your oil temperature and your engine temperature. Okay. It's also going to have your consumption. You can measure your gas mileage every 30 minutes, 90 minutes, 3 hours, 7.5 minutes, however you want to do that. Okay. This is your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It will not do it over Bluetooth.
Okay.
You have to be plugged in right here. So this is a USB-C port. Okay. Once you connect, it'll you can do Android Auto, Apple CarPlay on there as well. Okay. This is your settings. Now on your drive assist, you have active lane, active brake, and active attention assist. Okay. This is how you'll turn them all on and off. Okay. Active brake assist. This is your distance, and you can adjust from there, and your attention assist as well. Vehicles, your acoustic locks, automatic door locks on there. Your light system, light delays, and then your whole basically setting controls on there as well. Okay. This is voice activated too as well. Hey Mercedes, take me home.
No home address has
Once
been
you have a home address, yep, exactly. Okay. Now down below you have little quick buttons. This will pull up your radio, Bluetooth, pull it down, mute and power. This will take you back to your last screen or your home button. This takes you straight to your settings screen, straight to your radio or Bluetooth, straight to your telephone, straight to your navigation, and then you have a backup camera there too as well. And then you have a wide angle too as well.
Oh, okay. So if we hit reverse, this backup.
Yes, this one comes on. Yep, exactly. So they can turn that on.
And then this is just like the live.
It's just
rear
yep,
view mirror.
exactly. That's your basic rear view mirror. Now on this, when they get it set, you'll have two different settings. You have a brightness screen, and then you have a tilt screen, so you can actually tilt it down, up, and down.
Okay.
So okay. On top, you have sunglass holders. You have an SOS button. Same thing as OnStar. Now with Mercedes, you get 1 year free SOS and 1 year free of roadside assistance through Mercedes. Okay. This has a cover on it. You hit that, it automatically goes to Mercedes SOS. You cannot hang up on that. Okay. This one you can. You hit that by accident, you can hang up on it.
Okay. The other one is.
Yep. Exactly.
They're coming to find you.
Yes, sir. Just like OnStar. It's the same thing as OnStar. So map lights and then your door lights. When your doors are open, you can turn them on and off as well. So, all right. Now, you do have storage above here. This does have a little lip, so nothing's going to fall into your head. Your visors, you can pull down. Now, manufacturers put a little clip on here. Storage in here, you do have storage here and storage in that one as well. Okay. So they took out two cup holders. They used to have 10 cup holders up front.
Wow, that's
You
a
have 2,
lot of
4,
cup holders.
6, 8, 9, and 10. So they took 2 out more storage.
for
Yeah.
true
So,
hydro only.
yeah, exactly. So,
So I think there's plenty.
yeah. Now your keys. You have 4 key fobs. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
All right.
a lot of fobs.
This is your cartridge key for the black tank cartridge.
Oh,
Okay, so you have 2 of those.
Gotcha.
Okay. This big fat key here is your deadbolt for that door.
Okay.
Okay. This black one here is your lock for that door. Okay. So you have deadbolt and lock. And then these are your compartment doors. The little silver ones there. So, all right.
Gotcha.
Now, your key fob has an emergency key in it. We'll unlock that door only if this key fob does not work. Okay. It also has a battery inside here, a wash battery. If that battery starts to go dead and you're not somewhere where you can switch battery real quick, on your computer it'll say key fob not recognized. Down below here, there's a little slot. You'll take your key and slide it in there. It's going to reconnect the computer. Okay. Leave it in there until you can get that battery changed.
Okay.
Okay, and I would immediately go get it changed.
All right.
I've had it Dodge, and I've had to change it once in 6 years.
Okay.
So it's not going to be real quick. All right. A little bit of tool storage right here. Your jack is going to be underneath this wheel well, or basically right here. Okay. There's a little undo this, and your jack is sitting right inside there. All right. You do have a little bit of storage right here, a little secret storage underneath that seat. So.